spent like 5 minutes setting up for this fight, and I don't think they have runes. Hey, it is AceditGaming, and we're back with another Siege video today. So we're going to kick things off right off the bat with a two-man. I'm a little bit nervous about this one, I got to admit, but I think as long as I can drop that Annabelle quickly, I think I'm going to be okay. The idea here is obviously that Fran's going to give me attack buff. I'm using my Swift Fran, by the way. So Fran is going to give me attack buff on Barbara, and if I get really lucky with a proc right off the bat, then we should be good to go. On the other hand, if Annabelle just resists me, then we're not looking as good. Unfortunately, okay. Well, at least I got a resist as well, so that's good. Do we do an attack bar boost here, or do we save that? I think we want to attack bar boost here. And we got her, so that's good. Now we're gonna decrease the Leica attack. And that's good as well. We don't want to attack either of these monsters just yet, because we can't strip the Josephine, and we don't want to get revenged on Leica, so we'll go ahead and just heal ourselves. Didn't love the stun there, but that works out okay. This should just about get the Josephine. And alright, we're good to go. So that was a good two-man start right there. Defense break, and sweet. Sweet. That worked out pretty nicely. Alright, good start to this siege, and we will move on to the next attack. This is a pretty straightforward copper. We will take out the Chow first, just to make sure that the Chow doesn't go after my bulldozer. And this should be a relatively simple or a relatively quick takedown, despite the procs. Since there will be no defense break from this point, it's really just now waiting until we manage a turn cycle and not be silenced with our Imacetti. So it'll depend partly on how many stuns the bulldozer gets, but it's a pretty straightforward fight. Yeah, there we go. We can basically auto out now, but we'll just wait to cycle through one more time. And there we go. So that's a good start. We're 2-0, and we'll move on to the next fight. Okay, so for this next fight, we have this Juno, Ritesh, Camilla, and we're going to try a new comp that I've never tried before. The Ajir, Masha, and Wusa. And unfortunately, Masha is a good two-man monster, so I would have liked to have not used her here. But Masha is also a really good counter to Juno. And the reason is because she's going to get some attack bar reduction on her skill right here, which allows me then to come in with the Ajir, and if we don't get the kill, which we did wind up getting the kill, but if we hadn't have gotten the kill, then the Ajir right there would have taken away the rest of her attack bar. In light of the fact that we did get the kill, the Wusa actually probably wasn't necessary. We might have been able to two-man this just with the Masha and the Ajir, but there was no way to really be sure that it was going to work out that smoothly. The Juno could have resisted the defense break. My Ajir might not have been faster than the Juno because he's not super fast. And so this was definitely a smarter comp to go with. So as you can saw, as you saw, obviously we get rid of the Juno first because she's the stripper, get rid of Ritesh next because he's the defense breaker, and now we just endlessly auto on this Camilla until she's dead. But it's a... Ooh, actually that defense break landed and stuck. That was nice. So there we go. That worked out nicely, and we'll move on to the next. Okay, so next up we have this Molong Harmonia Ritesh, and we're going to go with our Mimir, Lauren, and Perna. So basically the monster we're most afraid of right now is actually the Ritesh because he has that AoE defense break, and so we're going to work on him right away and just shut him down. Now unfortunately the Harmonia will unwanted harmony me here, so I'm not going to hit the Ritesh again. Instead I'm going to go ahead and brand the Harmonia. Well, now I'll hit the Ritesh again. Couldn't be sure that I was going to outspeed, so that worked out pretty nicely either way. And then you can see exactly why we have that Perna there right now is simply because of the Molong. Ooh, that was some nice set of procs. And so we got to spread the damage out just a little bit there. This should finish off the Molong, and this worked out Much smoother. So I use this particular comp against this particular team in Guild War a lot, and it doesn't always work out quite that smooth. But the procs were in my favor big time there. They had no procs, and I had several. It can go the other way, obviously. If Harmonia does a double or triple proc, or if Molong procs into a stun, it can get a little bit sticky. And that's why we like to lock down that Ritesh right away. Because we can handle the procs as long as we don't get defense broken. If we get defense broken, it can cause the Molong to go over and attack our Mimir or our Lauren, and if we lose one of those two, we're in trouble. As long as those two are alive, we don't even care if we lose the Perna. I mean, it's obviously better to have Perna's healing and damage, but the Mimir and the Lauren together are just super OP. They can lock down any two units. Okay, this fight's gonna actually be just another straightforward cleave. We're gonna use the Kali to kill the Belinus, and then we're gonna use the Odin to kill the Praha. Unless that Praha was randomly 300 speed, there wasn't much risk of me getting outsped, so we should be good to go. We'll go ahead and kill that Belinus. We'll go ahead and kill the Praha. And now, even though we're going to get defense broken, Ritesh would need like 50 procs in order to actually do anything. Because Kali's going to be able to buff me right back up to full. Now, my Odin probably will not kill the Ritesh, but he's going to bring him awfully low. So now we just have to cycle back to our Kali Tectonic Shift, which we've got, and we're good to go. Okay, still good, looking good in this siege. We're going to move on to the next fight. Okay, we are moving on to our next fight, and for this one we're going to use our Bulwark, Amelia, and a Skogul. I don't think that violent Skogul's are good on offense most of the time, because I hate relying on violent procs, and we don't get a chance to let the Skogul turn cycle as much. Ideally, what you want to do when you're on offense is have the enemy monsters hit you in turn cycle. And I was thinking of using the violent Skogul just for fun, but as I talked about it, I realized that it doesn't make any sense. We'll go ahead and use this one right here. So this team that we're facing right now, my Bulwark should stack really quickly because of the enemy Wusa plus the Amelia. The Skogul is obviously the driving force of damage, and we're using the Amelia to prevent stuns and defense breaks from that Xingshi. Go ahead and get our defense buff up as well. Now that Occult Girl is going to be the biggest hassle because she strips, so we're going to go after her first. Get our rock up. Hope that Xingshi doesn't do like 10 million freaking procs. Just keep popping on her. Okay, that was good. Let's hit the Xingshi, and then let's go ahead and get our heal up, and the rock should now might be enough. Let's see. Nope, because he got that second heal from Wusa, actually. See if we can steal something. Hey, we got will. Nice. Or, well, immunity, not will, but that worked out nice. Xingshi, chill. Chill, bro. Little too much going on over there. Reduce your attack bar. Can I steal? Nope. Alright, well, at least I can heal as long as he doesn't kill me. No counter? Oh, uh-oh. Okay. We are actually going to need to heal off this Wusa, because that Bulwark is way too low right now. I needed the bigger heal there. And pop over on that Occult Girl. I'm going to need that next heal to come quickly too. Let's get this Wusa heal again. Alright, that was two really big heals right there. But man, that 16,000, that was her heal there. I'm not sure if you caught that. 16,000, that is sick. Is she like in a triple attack bit? And then the proc. And okay. This is getting kind of concerning. Freeze? I've yet to get a freeze. Now here's the problem. I'm not going to get to heal myself. But I'm looking at the attack bars. My rock is coming down. So this will drop. Huh. Do you think? Okay, so the Wusa, we healed 15,000 off the Wusa plus her shield. So that means the Wusa has 40k HP. We healed less off the Occult Girl, and the Occult Girl is what we've got to kill. So we're going to go ahead and do this. The rock should now kill her right through that shield. And then we can go ahead and get our defense buff up, and now we're good. Okay. I need one more heal on that Bulwark, and I'll feel much better. Alright, now we're good. Now I feel better. That should drop the Wusa, and now even if the Bulwark actually died, we'd be good. The Xingshi obviously can't heal, so our boulders will take care of him. This comp is a really reliable comp, but that Xingshi was just wrecking me. I'll be honest, I was getting a little bit nervous there for a minute, but we won, so that's always a good thing, and we'll move on to the next fight. Okay, for this next fight, we've got this Jean, Ritesh, and Perna, and we're going to try another two-man here. We're going to go with, let's see, the Oki at 58 accuracy. I think we're going to go this way. So the idea here is I'm hoping that I can just nuke out this Perna in the first round, and then we're going to just rely on the collapse. Hopefully they'll target the Recon instead of the Oki. Okay, come on, here's the moment of truth. We got the reset. That was the most important thing. So they are going after that Oki now. And of course we have attribute advantage here, so that's the... Oh, he lived. We didn't need him to live right there. Collapse! Okay, okay, alright, alright, alright. We really need to get rid of that Perna. But I think we're actually going to reset the Jean. And now this should get rid of the Perna. Okay. And of course we couldn't collapse there because we had... because it's not on cooldown right now, but we'll get it next turn. So let's go ahead and collapse this Jean. We need some lifesteal. And let's see if we can get the stuns going on here. And now we're going to go ahead and strip that Ritesh. Let's work on this Jean a little bit more. Keep working on the Jean. Oh, that counter hurt. That was a good collapse. But our Recon's health here is getting a little bit lower than we'd like. Oh, we really could use some more collapses here. Okay, this is a good one. Oh, the heal. The heal was not good. That was not good. Okay. Okay, we can't hit the Jean, so we'll hit the Ritesh. Continuous damage, good. No defense break. The provoke was good. The collapse was good. Let's go ahead and get our stun out. This one is a little nerve-wracking. Okay, we got to get rid of his heal. And yeah, we got to reset this. Finish the Ritesh. Okay. So this is the first time, literally, I've used this Recon since he got newly buffed. And not bad. Not bad. He stripped off that invincibility. He stripped off the speed from the Ritesh. He collapsed at about the rate we'd expect. It was right around 30%. And man, he did pretty good there. I'm pretty happy with the newly buffed Recon. I'll go ahead and show his stats there also, just in case you're wondering, because I haven't changed his runes. He's not in the greatest runes. It's 40k HP and only plus 71 speed. My Oki is in good runes, but still, that fight worked pretty well. Alright, we'll move on to the next. Okay, for this next fight, we've got this Jean, Skogul, and Theo, and I'm thinking of using my Katarina cleave, as you can see, but I feel like it's overkill. So I might go through and see if we can just come up with something a little bit better. I do still need to do one more two-man fight this siege. I definitely feel like that's overkill. I still haven't used my Violent Fran either. But you can't two-man a Skogul unless your monsters just have a crap ton of HP. The only way I could two-man this Skogul would be like with Garo. Ganny. I don't like that. That comp wouldn't work. I never play with a Marna. A Marna would be an interesting one here, but no, you'd really want to have immunity against this Jean. Diana is also a really nice Theo counter. So, of course, she's going to proc out of immunity a lot. We could... Oh, and I ruined Yen. I mean, her runes are shit, but I ruined her recently, and I've never tried her. So what if we did something like Yen? And this is just like total experimentation, which is never really the best thing to do during Siege, right? What would this look like, though? This Yen Diana Fran. It would look like I don't have any defense break. That's what it would look like. We could do a Ciara Diana Fran. Now that has potential, because all of these are going to be tanky monsters. I could take a Skogul hit, but of course we're not using less power now than we were with our cleave. We're using more power. But I don't use my Diana that often, so it's not a big loss here. The Fran, on the other hand, is kind of a big loss, but compared to this cleave team, the Katarina cleave is normally an automatic win. So really what we're trading is our Sierra for our cleave. Ganny would be a good fit here, but not really the right one. I could also use my Rika. I've just started skilling her up, though. I don't know if she's actually ready for the big time. Ooh, Surtur. I built him for a reason, but that reason was not water monsters. He's not going to ignore death. Yeah, I built so many new monsters on the last FRR, and I forget to use... Like, I forget which ones I built, and I haven't used a bunch of them yet. So Josephine would be interesting because we get the provoke. We could do something like... What about Josephine? No, Harmonia's not going to protect me enough against that Jean. This Cameron... You know, I haven't used my Cameron in quite a while, and I actually did... Oh, I thought I upgraded her runes. I guess not. No, I guess I didn't wind up boosting her runes. But still... She's slow enough that she would act last. The only question is if that Skogul's gonna proc on me, because she, so if we did something like Ciara Cameron Fran, for example, like this now, we'd have a chance to reset the Skogul, we'd have chances to reset the Jean, and it's kind of just a funky, fun comp, right? Because I don't get to use Cameron often. She's a good fit here. Let's try it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. The Ciara is gonna act first. Well, the Fran's gonna act first and give me attack buff. The Ciara is gonna act first, and the question becomes if that Theo has immunity. So let's take a look at the one-loss record of this team. It's 0-1, which doesn't tell us much. Would we rather have some form of strip? What about Ciara Tiana Cameron? With no attack buff, no, that leaves me too vulnerable. We could do Ciara Annabelle Fran, but no, because we want to save our Annabelle in case there's a Kamoon Odin Bastet fight out there. No, because the Jean has cleanse, so this wouldn't work. Okay, guys, so I kind of talked this one out just so you could, because a lot of times well, not a lot of times, in all my videos, I always just show the finished comp, obviously. And so I wanted to just talk out my thought process a little bit one time and let you see it. Of course, I don't always spend that much time on a fight, but we're on our 8th fight right now, so we're a little deeper into our monster box, and we've won 7 out of 7, including 2 two-man fights. So we have a shot for an 11-win siege. And so now I'm starting to think about conserving monsters. Obviously, I've got a lot of monsters, but not all of them are built for PvP or have good runes or what have you. So I'm trying to think about how I can save some of my better comps. Now, this particular comp will give me a win 95 times out of 100. And so do I want to spend it here, or do I want to go with something else? Okay, final answer. We are going with Ciara Fran Diana. I fully expect to take first attack, so my Fran is going to buff immunity. My Ciara is going to bomb out the Theo if there's no will runes on the Theo. And then the Diana will be able to strip kill with the Endure. If there are will runes on the Theo, then Ciara will bomb whatever's available, or she'll just bang on the Theo a little bit and increase her attack bar. Wow, that team is slow. Oh my god, that team is slow. Talk about turn cycling. I just spent that long thinking about this team? Really? It's like, are they even ruined? I mean, seriously. Stun? No? Okay, but that's fine. We get the AoE resistance. Okay. Oh, let's go ahead and shield against the Skogul Rock. Okay, well the shield is gone, unfortunately, but that's okay. Seriously, I don't think these monsters have runes. I really don't. I spent like 5 minutes setting up for this fight, and I don't think they have runes. Okay. Okay, on to the next fight. Okay, so for this next fight, we've got this Jean Chandra Kumar. He doesn't have a lot of damage on that side, and he has no defense break, though. And I've got double healers. Plus, I never play with my Iris. Okay, we're going to use this team. So we're going to go Iris, Annabelle, and Xing Shi. We're going to use Iris for stuns and strip. We're going to use Xing Shi for stuns and defense break. Annabelle, defense break, slow, and heal. Let's start off by silencing this Jean. And then we want to work on the Chandra as quickly as we can. If that Chandra goes away, I feel pretty good. Even though Kumar is disruptive, my Annabelle's on violent as well. Stun? No stun. Okay, so we get the Annabelle cleanse here, which is good. Let's strip that off. That is looking good, actually. This is working better than I thought it might, to be honest. There goes the Chandra. Stun? Yeah, that was sweet. Stun the Kumar? No, but that's okay. Wow. Here, I was like all stressed out over this comp, and this was like overkill. I probably could have gone 2-man. I don't even know if I needed the Xing Shi. But sweet, that worked out. Okay, on to the next. Okay, I do have to do one last 2-man fight, and the base that I'm in, I have 5 monsters left, and the base that I'm in has 2 teams left. I'm a little bit nervous about this one, but we're going to try Joltan Mina. So my Mina is at 267 with the 16 speed lead. It's going to put her around 290. She's going to act before the Daphnis. So the Lauren will go after my Joltan. The Mina should, I'm hoping, one-shot the Daphnis. She should do about 25k. So as long as I can kill this Daphnis, I should have a pretty decent chance. It's certainly still not a guarantee, but they don't have a lot of damage on that side without the Daphnis. So we're rolling the dice that we can one-shot the Daphnis, and if we do, this will be our 10th win in the siege with 3 monsters left. Okay, here it goes. Die! It didn't die, and it died. Okay, well, it's nice to get lucky once in a while. I think we locked down the Jean. Yeah. Or not. Wow, that was a nice resist. Okay. And does this get rid of the Lauren? Yes, it does. I'm looking forward now kind of to seeing this replay. I'm surprised that I wasn't actually able to kill that Daphnis. No stun. Wow, that's big resistance. Stun? Stun? No stun? Don't give yourself that. Okay, we got the stun. That's good. Defense break? Nope. So it's obviously a max resistance, but oh, okay, we're good now. We are good now. We made our 2-man. We got lucky. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really anxious to see how much Daphnis I did. How much Daphnis I did to the damage. Yeah. Really anxious to see how much damage I did to the Daphnis, but that was sweet. We were 3 for 3 on 2-man fights. That was 10 in a row. So we got 1 battle left for an 11 win siege. Okay, for our last fight, we're going to be doing this Luis Bellanis Wusa. And so we know the Wusa is going to get her shield up, but my Katarina hits pretty strongly. And so we're going to target the Wusa with Katarina. As long as the Wusa dies, then Belager should do a ton of damage to that Bellanis and that Luis. Even though they're double shielded, I do believe I should be able to kill off this team. And they're not double shielded. That was a nice derp. This siege has been going better for me. I've had several really lucky... well, I've had at least the last 2 fights that Daphnis derp was really lucky for me. That right there was perfect. I mean, you couldn't have asked for the Katarina shots to go any better. And so there we go, 11 win siege. All right. Never got screwed by Violent. I mean, it was a little bit of a lucky siege there, I got to admit. But still, 11 wins. That was sweet. All right, that's it for today's siege, guys. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, please pop that subscribe button over on the left. It shows me that you enjoyed the video, but more importantly, it shows me that you found the information useful and hopefully it helped you in your gameplay. So here's the deal. You pop subscribe and I'll keep popping out content. Thanks guys.